Hey guys, Kaitlyn and Shane Severson here. Okay, we are outside. It is summer. It is gorgeous outside. Do not judge the jacket. I've been inside all day. It's been cold, but guess what today is? It is going through the market, and so we are going to hit our June numbers. So why don't you go through all those?
Numbers are out. I think one of my favorite times of the month is getting together and looking at these numbers to track, see what's going on, so we can keep you educated, our investors educated, and that way we know what's going on. So I love this part of what we do, being educated and an expert in a market. So I love that. June numbers are out. Let's talk about those. Closed price. So it's starting to slow down in 2023. So I always track by year so we can compare the years. 2023, the average price of a house in Denver, not condos, townhomes, we're talking single family home, I always track those, is $805,592. And in 2024, so in June, average price was $823,446. So we're up about 20 grand for an average home, and that's a 2.2% increase. So that is way lower than what we've seen. I'm wondering, and again, we have to go month by month to see if we're accurate. If I were to guess, I would guess that the early part of the year was busier and it's going to start slowing down early. That would be my guess. With interest rates, prices, all of that, my guess is people got in early. But we'll track that for July, we'll track that for August and see how that goes, and so forth. But 2.2% increase, we've been at about 3 or 4% increase, so that is down a little bit from where we have been. Active listings. This is the active listings in the month supply is what I track the most. This is very important to our appreciation, what's going on in the market, especially with costs so high. Active listings right now in 2023, we're at 5,369 active listings. 24, we were at 7,029. So it's really jumped quite a bit. We're up 30.9%. So that's the biggest jump I have seen in years and years. So that is a number that we really need to track and watch. Our month supply is about the same. It is the same, a little higher even. Month supply in 23 was 1.9 months supply. That means if we have no new homes hit the market with the current buyers we have, how long will it take to sell out of our inventory? That's how we track that. So month supply in 23 was 1.9, very, very low. In 24 is at 2.6. So that's a 36.8 increase. That's a massive, massive jump. And again, we track inventory, we track all our appreciation, we track whether you should buy, sell, when you should buy, sell on those two numbers, and that's a big jump. One thing I will say is that to be a neutral market, not a buyer, not a seller's market, we're still in a seller's market. To be a neutral market, you need 4 to 6 months supply, and we're at 2.6. So before you look at this and say, oh my gosh, we had a 40% increase in our inventory and our supply and the sky is falling, remember, we still need about twice that. It needs to double before really we even get to a neutral market. Between us, I'd rather prefer work in a fairly neutral market. I don't like markets where a buyer or a seller dictates everything. It's hard for negotiating. It's just hard to work with people in that scenario. So I am actually excited for it to slow down a little bit, but we'll see, and we'll be tracking this. So Kaitlyn, with all of these numbers, all of that, you've been really busy with our listings, with a lot of our buyers. We've been teaming up and working a lot of this together. So you've been very active, probably more active on the buying side and so forth than even I have been. And so I think a lot of these numbers, it's just numbers until you get out and track it on the market and actually see how this looks in real time, real world. What are you seeing in the market? What are you seeing, and how does this relate to the market?
Well, I think all of us know it's kind of been a crazy market.
It has been.
It has been very crazy. I think years previously, which I can't necessarily talk about, but living with my dad, who's been a realtor for 25 years, you know a little bit about the market. Homes fly off the market in the summer. Everyone needs to move somewhere. But I think now, in these years now, you've had buyers who are a little more picky. They are extremely picky, even with the buyers that we've seen and had to work with on our listings. They want everything to be absolutely perfect.
And why would that be? Why would they be more picky now than normal, do you think?
Interest rates are through the roof. Now, for the older generation, they're like, 7% is nothing compared to what we've had to deal with. Yeah. But in my generation, that's insane. That's crazy. We don't know what to do. And so a lot of these buyers are coming in and they're like, we can't even afford that much. And the homes that we're looking at are either not great or too small that are a little bit nice. So they're super picky. They want completely total remodel, and they want everything to get done before they move in. Inspections, oh my goodness, my dad and I could talk about that. People are listing a ton of stuff that they want done before they move in because they just can't afford to work on it or to fix it up how they want it. So all the homes that are just not as nice and a little bit outdated, they are just sitting. No one wants to move into them because they can't afford them, and then to try to also remodel is just not even an option for most buyers. And then I think even the homes that are nicer, they still sit on the market for a little bit longer than we would have expected in previous summer time markets. So yeah, it's just been really weird. I would say that if you are a seller, your home needs to be really nice. It needs to show well, or you have an agent who knows what they're doing and knows how to sell that house. A lot of agents just don't know quite how to deal with properties that aren't as nice, and they think, well, they should sell for this. They just don't know quite how to work with that. So I think a lot of times you need a good agent who knows how to deal with homes that just sit.
Yeah, I was talking to a potential person that's going to sell yesterday, and I said, you know, I've been doing this a long time. I said, you know, I don't necessarily care if you use me or someone else, but if you can hear my advice, I'll give it to you. I said, I would not use anybody who's been in the business for less than at least 10 years, if not 15. The thing is, and most of us have never had to worry about this, think about this, but if you've not been in the business for over 15 years, and some of you have heard me say this before, you literally have never seen a buyer's market. You don't even know what a buyer's market looks like. And so these agents out there, probably, if I were to guess, 75+% of all agents are newer agents. And for a new agent that has only worked with sellers, who have only experienced houses flying off the market, if you've never seen a buyer's market, you don't even know how to deal with the inspection stuff. You don't know how to negotiate. When you list a house and it sits for 2 months, you have no idea how to price it, how to negotiate, how to do any of those things. So if you hear anything I say, for those of you, we know the statistic, people watch about 30 seconds to a minute videos. So if you're still on here, lucky you are getting $1 million education right now. Use somebody who has been in the business for a long time, who has seen a lot of the market, so they know how to deal with these situations. When I was early in the business, and I still probably have been in the business for 7, 8, 9 years, but back in 08, 09, 2010, when the market was very, very different than now, our market, houses would sit on the market for 3-4 months, and you had to know how to bring buyers to your homes. So being able to know what a buyer's market looks like, seller's market, what it looks like, it's highly important. So anyway, use somebody experienced and somebody honest who's going to tell you the truth. So all of this, I hope it helps. I hope it's great information. As we always end, what does that mean for buyers, sellers? What does it mean for an investor? If you are a buyer, we are getting close. close. The market is starting to slow down. We can see it. We're coming to the end of summer. You need to be reaching out like right now. I say it all the time. You need to get pre-approved. You need to be ready. There's going to be some good deals on the market here as the market slows down in October and on. So be ready. If you're a seller, time's running out. You need to call and call now. Don't wait, don't hesitate, call now, get ready. This person I was talking to list their home, I said, you need to be ready. They said, we're ready, come out tomorrow, let's talk about the house and let's get it ready. So it is really at that crucial time for sellers to get their houses ready and be ready to get listed. If you are an investor, rentals right now are tough because of interest rate. It's hard to buy rentals and cash flow. So we've shifted a lot of our business to flips and so forth, but we're doing a ton. We just went through a cycle of 14 flips that we had going. We're coming to the end of that cycle. We'll be starting our next. So if you're looking to flip, if you have a little money you want to get invested, I would highly encourage flipping homes. It's a great way to go. And if you think, I just don't know what I'm doing, that's what we're here for. We'll line up the contractors, we'll line up the homes, we'll find and sell the homes for you. But anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that's great information. Give us a call, give Kaitlyn a call. We would love to talk to you and help you out in any way we can. God bless. We'll see you next month.